Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you clicked on today's video, then you're wanting to know how to summer proof your makeup, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm just going to put my hair behind my ears, and I'm going to take the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and I like to use this on my face because I feel like it gives me a nice sticky base on top of my skin to go in with my other primers, or if I want to just go in with foundation I can, because this really does help to prime your skin. Spray that all over, and I'm going to wait for it to dry. So now I'm going to go in with these two products. This is the Benefit Porefessional Matte Rescue Mattifying Gel, and I apply this all over my face to go ahead and control my oil throughout the day. And then this is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Mattifying Primer. And I only put this in the places where I get oily because I feel like this is like cement for your face. It really helps to control your oil. So I like putting these two together. They work great in combination with each other. This next step is optional, but if you have extremely oily skin, I do recommend doing this. I'm going to be using the NYX HD Studio finishing powder and like a little fluffy brush, and I'm going to lightly dust that over the areas where I know I get oily. And this is like another step to ensure that your oils don't break through your skin and into your foundation and really like just may have your foundation disappearing throughout the day. So just take a really light dusting of that and just apply it all over your face. And you don't need a lot at all, and since this is a finishing powder, it's going to sink right into the skin and it's not going to disrupt any of the cream products that you're going to put on your face later on. So for foundation, I'm going to be using a heavy duty foundation, and this is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundation. A lot of people know this foundation to be a heavy duty full coverage foundation. So if you don't want a full coverage foundation during the summertime, then definitely go with a lighter option than this. But I love using this foundation because I know that this is going to hold up on my skin. I'm going to apply that foundation with my damp beauty blender, and this is what's going to determine if your foundation is going to come out cakey or not. You really need to apply it with a damp beauty blender and not a brush, because the beauty blender is really going to melt that foundation into your skin and make it look like second skin. So of course, after foundation, I'm going to go in with my highlight concealers, and I suggest picking a concealer that you know will not crease on you, even though we are going to bake, and that ensures that your concealer stays a lot longer, doesn't move around, and doesn't crease. I suggest that you still use a concealer that you know is heavy duty and still works under your eyes. So I'm going to be using these two concealers that I know are absolutely amazing under my eyes. This is the NYX HD concealer. It looks amazing on camera and it actually holds up all day under my eyes. And I'm also going to be mixing in the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, because this is a full coverage concealer. It highlights under my eyes as well, and it stays under my eyes all day. So I'm applying the NYX concealer first. And then I'm going to go right on top of that with the Urban Decay. I'm going to blend that out with my damp beauty blender sponge. Immediately after blending that out, I'm going to go ahead and set it with my Sephora Bright Set Loose Setting Powder. It's in the shade Corrective Yellow, and this is really going to ensure that my concealer does not go anywhere, doesn't crease, doesn't fade, and just looks nice all day. And I use the Corrective Yellow shade because I feel like it keeps my concealer bright as well. So now I'm just going to take that same NYX concealer down the center of my face, and I'm going to highlight the rest of my face as well as set it and bake the rest of my face as well. Now to cream contour, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit, and the reason why I chose this kit to use is because the products are really thick, so they're going to last all day on your skin. And I really like this because it doesn't move around as much as other cream products, so you're really going to get a good wear time out of these. I'm using this little angled brush from BH Cosmetics to just go ahead and apply that, and then I'm going to blend it out with my beauty blender. So to set that cream contour, I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills powder contour kit. I'm going to be using the shade in the middle, and it's called Espresso, and I'm just going to be setting that. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean up my contour, and I'm just using that same Sephora powder that I used to bake with. And I'm just going to run that alongside my contour to clean it up. Make sure it's nice and sharp. And then because I don't like to leave that powder there for too long on the bottom side, so I don't have like that cast on the bottom side, I wipe away my powder immediately after. So once that is done, I'm going to move on to blush, and I'm just using this powder blush from Sonia Kashuk. This is in the shade 03 Sunset, and I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks and sweep it back to my hairline. So for highlight today, again, I said I'm going to be layering my highlight so that it lasts all day and so that it can be seen from space. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Glaze by Face Studio bronzer stick, and this is in the shade Glistening Amber. I love this highlight because it gives me a really wet look, and then when I apply my other highlighters on top of it, it just makes them like pop so much. So I really like this highlighter, so I'm going to apply it directly from the stick to my cheekbones. And then I'm going to go over top of that to set it in place with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Topaz. Okay, so I'm going to do my brows off camera, but just so you guys know, I am going to use this NYX Proof It Waterproof Primer on my brows. I'm just going to use like a little angled brush to apply it to my brows before I actually fill them in. And to fill them in, I'm going to be using the ColourPop brow color in black and brown because that stuff really sets and stays in place. And then I'm going to set it with the e.l.f. brow gel, so my brows are going to be like completely waterproof. So brows are done and in place. I'm going to go ahead and apply this Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme, and this is just to give me a really pouty look when I apply my lip color. And if y'all watch my videos, y'all know I love this stuff. So moving on to eyes, I'm going to be using this NYX eyeshadow base in Skin Tone, and I absolutely love this. It really makes my eyeshadows pop, and it keeps them in place all day. I've used this for so long, and I have never had any issues with any eyeshadows that I've worn with this. So I'm going to apply that all over my eyelids. Today I'm going to be doing a very simple look. I'm going to be working out of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette, and I'm just going to keep it really simple since this is supposed to be a summer makeup look, so as minimal makeup as possible. So I'm going to go into the shade Buttery, and that is what's going to be my brow bone highlight, and I'm really going to pack that shade onto my brow bone. Now I'm going to go into Sherbet, which is right here. It's a satin finish type eyeshadow, but I'm going to use it in my crease. And I'm going to use that on a fluffy blending brush to just buff that into my crease. And I'm really going to pack a lot of this color into my crease. For my lid, I'm going to be taking the shade Hot and Cold, which is right next to Sherbet, and I'm going to be just packing that onto my lid with a flat shader brush. You can spray it with Fix Plus or water or anything like that if you want to, but I'm just going to keep it really simple, and I'm just going to pack it onto the lid as is. For my inner corner, I am going to be wetting my brush, and I'm going to be taking the shade Treasure. And as you guys can see, it gives a really nice pop to the eye. So, I don't know if I want to do liner. I think I might go ahead and do some liner. I think I'm going to do liner. I'm probably going to use my NYC liquid liner. And yeah, I'm going to line my eyes off camera because I can't be bothered with doing eyeliner on camera right now. So I'm just going to create a nice winged eyeliner for this look. So I did winged eyeliner, nothing too crazy. I ended up using both my NYC liquid liner as well as my Stila Stay All Day pen liner, and it's just a felt tip pen, and this is what I use to actually do on my lid, and then I use the NYC to actually do my wing. So now I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes, and I'm using this Sephora contour eye pencil in the shade Tiramisu, which is just a matte brown, and I'm going to put that into my waterline. And this is a waterproof eyeliner pencil. I suggest you use products that are waterproof on your eyes, since this is a summer-proof makeup tutorial. So for mascara, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and I actually don't have a waterproof mascara right about now, but of course you would want to use a waterproof mascara. But since I'm going to be putting on lashes, I didn't think it was a big deal to use waterproof mascara anyway, because I'm only doing a really light coat of this on my lashes. So my lashes are applied. I use the Eyelure number 145 lashes. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish up the eyes. I'm actually going to take hot chocolate here, and I'm going to put that in my outer V just a little bit to add some definition to the outer V. And I'm going to be using this brush to do so. So just lightly taking hot chocolate. Like, you guys probably won't even be able to tell on camera that I'm putting it in my outer V, but I'm just stamping it out here just for a little bit of definition. Now I'm really going to pack that shade onto my lower lash line. I'm going to use the brush that came with the palette, and I'm just going to take that color and I'm going to smudge it on my lower lash line using the smudgy shader side. I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara to my lower lash line. Once that is done, I am going to move on to lips. So I'm just going to wipe out that lip injection. And I'm pretty sure most of you for the summer are going to use matte lipsticks or liquid lipsticks, but for the summer I enjoy a glossy lip. I live for a glossy lip during the summertime. So to ensure that my glossy lip doesn't go anywhere, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Lip Insurance Smoothing Anti-Feathering Lip Primer, and this is just going to ensure that my lip gloss doesn't get all over the place and, you know, slip and slide around. And also when the gloss wears off, I'm still going to have the color from the lip gloss on my lips. I just won't have the gloss. And if you guys know, Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks are pigmented anyway, so I'm just applying a light coat of that primer because you don't need much. I'm going to wait for that to dry. Once it's dry, I'm using the lip gloss in the shade Caramel, and this is from the summer lip gloss set that she just recently came out with, and I'm just going to apply that to my lips. So as you guys can see, these glosses really pack a punch when it comes to color. They almost look like a liquid lipstick. So one last thing, of course, I am going to set all my hard work. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Just go ahead and shake that up and spray it a few times. So this is the finished result. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something, a new tip or a new trick. I hope you guys try something new with your makeup. And I appreciate you guys as always for watching. Go ahead and leave a comment down below if you liked it. Thumbs up the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.